So today we're going to make a video about how to fully customize your Stream Deck. You can make the buttons be GIFs, or you can make the buttons be emotes, or any photos that you really want it to be. Really completely personalized. So as a for instance, I've got my troll commands that I use to troll people that are consistently in my chat. I've got their names written over it, and it's got each one of their photos written over it. We've got each one of these. You can't see on the screen here because it doesn't show up that way in the app for some reason, but these are actually GIFs. So on my actual Stream Deck, as a for instance, the music one looks like that. And the game one, the game volume, is actually a little Pac-Man deal. So the way that you do this, to get started, first thing you're going to want to do is find your photos or your images or whatever it is. If it's a picture of somebody, obviously you know how to get that. When you download anything off the internet, you need to make sure it's not a web.p file. I don't know if you can use those or not. I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to that type of thing. But so as a for instance here, we'll put strobe GIF. Click on the images for it. And right here we've got one. So you would just right click on that, save the image as, and now we've saved that. If you wanted to do a different image, I mean, it could really be anything. You could have, let's say, mountain. Pick images, and then any one. I mean, it doesn't even matter, right? So we open up the file, save image as, and then so it has to be a .gif or a .jpg. After you've done that, you would come over here, and in the for instance of the mute, right, the hotkey switch. So we'll put a hotkey switch. We'll drag the hotkey switch in, and you can see here there's a switch on and a switch off. This is why you have the two things. So we're gonna just replicate my muting game audio button. Click the little right arrow, the little down arrow on the icon, and set it from the file. So the original one, when it's not muted, is the Pac-Man thing. And then we switch over to what happens when I push the button and it is muted, and push the down arrow again, set from file, and we would set it to the strobe light GIF, which is, well, I've actually had a few because I wasn't sure which one I wanted to use. So as a for instance, there's that one there. And now when I push the button, and again, you can't see this on screen, on the video, but when I push the button, now that button is a strobe light. Go back and forth. That button, when it's not muted, it's Pac-Man. When it is muted, it would just be the strobe light effect. Obviously, then you would click the hotkey. You would assign the hotkey. And now you have a strobe light switch. So that when you're muted, you have a strobe light. When you're not muted, it's the other GIF. And you can do that. I don't need this here, but you can do that for literally any button you want. You can do that with anything. See over here, I've got my scene transitions, which I just use some generic ones that we can do from the Stream Deck icon library. As you can see here, this is all the stuff that actually comes with the Stream Deck. You can use any one of these. Some of these are GIFs, some of them are not. In here, you can actually see as you hover over it. I didn't mean to do that, I just switched it. But as you hover over it, you can actually see that there's moving, there's fire. These are all things. This is a mute button, which is just Shaggy whispering. This is a little MP5 actually shooting. So when I push this, the loadout command pops up in my chat. But each one of these buttons, you can fully decide by setting it from the file, and then just choose it to be what you want it to be. So that's that. If the video helps you or you like the video, please go ahead and click the like button, and you can subscribe for more. I don't do many of these videos, but maybe I'll start if people want them. Thank you.